Well, what's the crack, everybody? How are you getting on? You're all very welcome to episode 74 of the Ramble Pod. Is it episode 74? Episode 74. Holy shit and Jesus. It's been a while. Today is the 30th. The 30th of December, 2019. Fuck me. Is it the 30th? No, it's not. It's the 29th, is it? Oh, Christ almighty. That'll give you a notion as to why I haven't been doing many fucking podcasts. Your brain just gets taken over by this shit. And just panto and Christmas and panto and Christmas and panto. And you can tell by the audience's faces too. Out there, immediately after Christmas. The life flight just starts dulling in their eyes. Then it perks up a bit for a while. Around today was good. Tomorrow, it'll be good. Then come back in on the 3rd, 4th and 5th. The 5th, it's like, oh my sweet. And the 5th is normally a good one because parents are like, these motherfuckers are nearly back at school. Oh, sweet Jesus, thank God. Thank fucking Christ for that. You're all very welcome on board if it's your first time listening. Hit subscribe. They continuously do come out on a weekly basis. One, perhaps even two. Either me with a guest or me fucking rambling. Me fucking having the natters and all the rest of it. Getting a lot of lovely messages from people over the last week or two. Really Christmassy nice messages. People just going, good on you, Tom, for all the podcasts. That's fucking lovely. That's lovely. A couple of new Patreons have jumped on board. Of course you did, because you sniffed the new episode, the pilot episode of the brand new podcast that I will be doing with Owen Colgan. We've got it recorded, edited, and I put it up on the Patreon page. If you haven't heard of Patreon, essentially it is a way to fund artists that you like. Typically it's podcasts. From what I can tell, it's mostly podcasts. If they're doing a thing you like and you know you're getting it for free and you know they're breaking their bollocks to do it, sling them a couple of dollars. If it's not me, it's fucking somebody else. But it all goes towards the fucking show. It's not like you're running away with a big bag full of money going, hey, I got it. You know what I mean? It's up to yourselves. But yeah, so that is up there currently. So if you want to get on there, I think the minimum, it's a PayPal thing. If you've got PayPal, you've been in and out for 20 seconds. But it's up there. I don't know what the minimum might be $2. It might be $3. I don't know. It's in dollars anyway. So it's cheaper again in euros. And you can just sling it one time, or you can do a monthly. Good few people are monthly. They just sling a couple of dollars at it and they're happy. Fuck it. Go on. As a community thing. But the first episode, the pilot, is up there of myself and Owen's show. And I just listened back to it again today and I was like, oh, I like that. I fucking like that. We were just kind of finding our feet and we've been discussing exactly what route we're going to be going. And it's going to be kind of a lot of ridiculous advice. You know the way I'm a big mouthy fucker anyway. Owen is pretty much insane. So we'll be giving advice on life choices for people. I'm going to close this fucking door here. I'm actually hidden in what can only be described as a big fucking wardrobe. I'll soon pop out. I'll soon come out. No, I think this is where chairs go to die. But it's working perfectly for sound anyway. But I'm doing this on the phone. I just figured I'm not even bringing the gear in. I'm just going to, if I get an opportunity, bang. I'm just going to bang one out. Bang out a poddy and chat to the fucking gang. Thank you very much anyway for all the messages. There is the merch shop there, of course. Again, if you want to buy stuff with my face on it, a whole family showed up the other day. Legends. Whole family showed up the other day with fucking buckshot fucking gear on them. Oh my, it was brilliant. Kid was wearing little fucking t-shirt with, and they got their names put on it. Now it was fucking great. They got a photograph of me. I didn't get a photograph with them. I was in costume or whatever, but it was cool to see it. Great to see it. Good on you. So there is a merch shop there as well. All this stuff will be in the show notes down the bottom. When you pop open the episode, you'll see it down the bottom. It's easy. If you type in Tom O'Mahony, you'll find it. At T Republic, you'll find it. If you type in Tom O'Mahony Patreon, I don't think the grandfather's on there, so we should be okay. If you want to sling some dollars at it. So that was that. Yeah, we have the new episode. I'm very excited by it because, and don't worry, people have been going, oh, is fucking Buckshot going? No, Buckshot is staying exactly where it is. So you know what? Because I didn't think I was busy enough, but I really like fucking podcasting. I really like it. So if I can do more of that to generate fucking, and I really like fucking hanging out with Owen. So why not fucking combine the two? Leave Buckshot where it is and do this new one. Hard Advice is the name of the show. So it'll be coming out, if you're listening to this today, as you would be listening to this on the 29th, it'll be coming out the 1st. It'll drop, as the youngsters say. It will drop on the 1st. But if you want to get over there early, it's sitting right there, juicy, looking at you on the Patreon page, exclusive to Patreons. So give it a fucking gander. What else did I want to say? Yeah, no, it's just thanking people for getting in contact, being cool, sending me on stuff and all the rest of it, and what you've been up to, and listening to the podcast and thanking me for it. Thanks very much, gang. It's been a good fucking year. Been a good year. Talking with Evan O'Hanlon's mother, Donna, if you're listening to this, she's kind of warped in the head. She likes when I lose the fucking plot. But I'm in good form today, but you know what I mean. There's still a strong possibility I'll lose the fucking rag somewhere. We do have another one. We'll be recording either tomorrow or the day after with Rachel O'Connell. She'd a lot more to say, that lady. So we're going to have another one out in the next maybe 2-3 days. I'll have another one out with her because she's good fucking crack. What else did I fucking want to talk to you about? Yes, people getting in contact about Defending the Caveman. We've already sat down. There's venues being lined up. We sat down before the Christmas. So with the producer and we got a new booker. So the booker's going to be putting it fucking everywhere around the country. So it's just finding time slots, really, because you really want to be doing at the Friday, Saturday, maybe Sunday, maybe Thursday, but really you want Friday, Saturdays. Yeah, and we want to crack straight back into that on February. So for all the people that have been very sound and getting in contact, just going, look, the date didn't suit me when you came to my town, it will be back around. Most of the towns we did already, most of the towns we did, we'll be back to. Some of them can't fit it in. Every one of them, everybody that took the show wants it back because of the reviews or whatever, it got off the public. So it's coming to even more. And yes, it's coming to Cork. Yes, it's coming to Belfast. And yes, it's coming to Dublin. Probably several spots in Dublin to be hit around the city, but it's going to hit all of those. So it'll be running, I think we're going to run it probably February through March, April, right up until April, maybe into May, and see what the crack is then after that and come back again in the fuck. Because this baby ain't going away. So Caveman will be around. And it's kind of show even Gordo Rochford, like of those conspiracy guys, the night he came to see it in the town hall in Galway, he's like, man, if you started it, the second you finished, if you started it, I'd fucking watch it again. And that man knows what he's talking about. He was enjoying it that much. He was like, this fucking just... But he was people watching too and how they were enjoying it. So I think it's a show well worth going. I really want to fucking get back at it too. The Panto is going great. It's actually one of the most easygoing years. I think I'm kind of gotten... It only took me 4 years to get into my groove at it. But it's a soundcast. The usual suspects are back. Dale, Richie, Haley Joe. And then we've obviously Johnny Ward, as you heard, and Rachel O'Connell. And a couple of more heads. What else? Christ, well, do you know what? Forget all of it. We're fucked. We are absolutely fucked. Did you see the Russians? Anybody just slipped around the fucking radar? People talking about bullshit, fucking Brexit. Forget all that shit. The Russians have now invented an intercontinental, hyper fucking fast missile. I don't know if it's a laser or a missile or what the fuck it is, but it can travel 27 times the speed of fucking sound. So you not even like a bullet where you might hear coming from a fucking half mile out, some sniper, and then all of a sudden your brain is splat all over a wall. Not even that. 27 times the speed of sound. That is fucking incomprehensible to a thick cunt like me. But that's fair fast. In other words, it'll be done. It'll be done deadly. And why did the Russians have that? Well, can only be for the fucking Americans. I know I've turned into a conspiracy podcast already, but we're fucked. If it's true that they've actually invented that thing, we're fucking ghosts, lads. 27 times the speed of fucking sound. Try and conceive that shit. Huh? I was reading it yesterday going, yeah, well, like you would, like if anybody else had, okay, no, the Americans had it. Yeah, Kim Jong-un had it. Yeah, we fucked. But like the Russians, do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Christ almighty, like, I can barely get a fucking phone to work, and these cunts are inventing yokes that can shoot fucking rockets at 27 times. What? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is it made of? That can travel at 27... That scares the fucking piss out of me, that notion. Oh my fucking days. Yeah, well, that's us fucked, just in case you were wondering. Fucking Christmas. Why am I this is totally blown over my head. Anyway, to keep it on a fucking happier note, fucking Christmas, man. How good is that? It slipped by fucking lovely. I didn't have to drive no place. The in-laws came, the parents came to see me. It was fucking great. I did the cooking. as you can imagine. And no, it wasn't on a fucking barbecue. The amount of people that actually messaged me with pictures of them doing stuff on a barbecue, I'm like, and they were like, are you at I'd fucking love to be at the same, lads, but I'm down the country. I can't just haul the barbecue with me. I need to fucking build a barbecue with a trailer. That's what I need. But it was my first time actually ever doing the Christmas. I've done a turkey before. Deep fried a turkey years ago. That was good crack. Fucking lethal, dangerous. Nearly burnt the fucking arms off myself, but it was good crack. But no, I did the turkey. I was fucking happy enough with it. I slightly overdid it, I think. But the fucking rest of them all seemed to think it was smashing, or they were being very polite. Ever so slightly, I think I overdid the fucking thing. But I was happy enough. I kept it simple. Didn't fuck around. I was fucked after it though, because you don't realize how much fucking concentration of work goes into it. Be like, you don't want to fuck up any bit of your, you don't want to fucking fuck the sprouts up, So you're on your money for everything, But I was proud enough. We went to mass. Yeah, we did. We went up the road to this abbey. I was like something out of the Life of Brian. Do you remember? Or not the Life of Brian. Do you remember Quest for the Holy Grail, where the monks were all walking through the town, and one was holding the Bible, and was like, "Yeah, to Domine." Boom, and he'd hit himself in the face with the book. Yeah, and they'd respond, and they'd continue with that walking through the town. I think it was where they wanted to see, was the woman a witch, and if she weighed less than a duck, if she floated, or if a duck floats on water, it means it is lighter than water. And if a witch is lighter than a duck, then she is a witch. But yeah, it was like 16 of these monks came out. It was you want to hear the fucking level of singing on these lads. Unbelievable. Like, it was a fucking serious performance. But it was all going good. The young fella was fucking there snoozing away, but the last thing you fucking need is the youngster getting sick, and there was this fucking old one in front of us. Yeah. Coughing, like, cover your fucking mouth, like, she must have been fucking 70. At 70, you haven't lost your fucking marble, so you do know to close your mouth. And I can guarantee you, at 70, you definitely got hit as a child for not covering your fucking mouth when you cough. This fucking thing just coughing. After about 7 or 8 minutes in, I'm like, she's coughing over. I'm not overly protective, but the last thing I need is the young fella having a fucking dose, because I'm up to 90 as it is. So we're about fucking, I'd say to be fair, we're about 3/4 way through the mass, but I gave herself a look. I'm like, we're fucking out of here. I can't be dealing with this fucking old woman fucking lurgy fucking floating around in the air. I'll catch it myself. Fuck that shit. So we up sticks, and that was our mass adventure. A few people, I think they were kind of in a retro vibe. They were going back to mass, were they? There seemed to be kind of a retro vibe off people going, yeah, fuck it, let's go back to mass for the fucking crack. I enjoyed it. It wasn't overly preachy. It was just like having the crack, and the singing was outrageous. So if you like a good performance, then there's no fucking real argument with it. It was good. I liked it. And then we're back. We got 2 days off. We got Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, and then you're back to work on St. Stephen's Day. You just see people beaten up. Some people are still on the buzz, so it was a good old buzz, but the day after St. Stephen's Day, or Boxing Day for the folks that don't do the Steve, because I have to cast here English. Like, is it Boxing Day? What? Who's Stephen? Stephen? Do you know Stephen? Stephen! It's like, no, fucking, it's not. It's nobody called Saint Steve. But is it boxing? Is it boxing on boxing? It's like, and then I found myself then having to explain the fucking meaning behind Boxing Day. And then I had to explain the Ren. The Ren. Does anybody know about the Ren? I had to explain this to my wife knows about it now, but I had to explain this to my wife's parents. But they didn't come around the house. Apparently it's only in certain parts. I think it's like a pagan ritual. Does anybody know this? And people are listening going, Tom, have you lost your fucking mind? It's in certain parts of the country. There are. On St. Stephen's Day, there are kind of things like there's lads in Kilkenny, they do this mummers thing, they call it, where they dress up in kind of pagan-looking straw hats and straw fucking masks. Pretty creepy shit, and easily could be a very good fucking, what was that thing? What's that new horror? And I need to fucking watch it. It's kind of weird. It's set in fucking like Sweden or Finland. It's like, it's where these Americans all go with a college friend, and it's this, like, this mini little fucking get together festival, and something weird is going down. Well, this is what the mummers kind of remind me of. Look it up, Google mummers. I think it's spelt exactly as it fucking sounds. But the Ren thing happens as well. And essentially what it is, I must look into the fucking history of it. It's lads, young lads and girls kind of dirty their face up and wear kind of raggedy clothes. And you go around house to house and you sing a little song. And the song is, how's the fucking go? The Ren, the king of all birds. Since Stephen's day got caught in the furs. Up with the kettle, down with the pan. Give us a penny to bury the Ren. And essentially it's just a money racket. Give me fucking money. This isn't even like, what's the bullshit with fucking, come Halloween, you're like, hey, trick or treat, give us sweets or something nice to eat or what the fuck. This is, it's not even letting it as open as that. There's no, hey, it'd be cool if you could maybe give us something. It's give me money. That's what it's fucking saying, essentially. There's nothing. There's no niceness in it at all. I love it. I love the notion of it. But they didn't come around. What the fuck is the name of that film? It's like summer fucking... Is it summer... No. I reckon something with the mummers. Because, I watched a horror movie. An Irish horror movie called The Hole in the Ground. I think it's on Netflix or whatever the other night. And it's like... Oh, for fuck's... I think I don't know, did I talk about this to you guys or did I talk to somebody about it? But, it was well acted. It was well made, kind of. The bold fucking Davy Crowley, friend of the podcast... he played Oisin in Damo and Ivor. He shows up in it. Of course he did. Davey pops up in everything. He's the best agent ever. He pops up for a moment in it. But it's like, it was a good movie to get for any of the actors, but it's like, what the fuck? Like it was like the kid was swapped out by some alien child or something. And there was lots of good, but they so ripped off the American thing. Like she's single mother. She's moved to a fucking house, a manor house in the countryside, but she has no money. Which is, when you come from Ireland, you realise, okay, all this financially is fucking mental. In America, it would seem, you can get away with it. You can have a giant house. If you're white, you can have a giant house with a lovely fucking grounds, even if you've no money. Not the case in Ireland. You ain't buying no fucking manor house. Not very far from Dublin, it would seem. And she was driving like a fucking old vintage Range Rover, like, and it's 4.2. It's doing 8 miles to the gallon. But because it looks like it's to appeal to the American market, they're going, oh yeah, because we don't, our gas mileage, because it's supposed to look like that timber fucking Cherokee, basically, that the single mother would be driving in the American ones. Little things like that bug me. I know I'm a pernickety fucker for coming up with things like that, but that fucking annoyed me. It's like, that thing is doing 8 to the gallon. Why would she be driving that and not a fucking Yaris? A 1 litre Yaris that you'll get 50 to the gallon out of the fucking thing. Instead, she's driving this monster around the place. She's living in a manor house, but she's skint. It's like, you can't have a fucking horror movie nowadays unless you moved house. It's like that fucking bullshit, the Babadook, that time. Somebody brought that up the other day in a conversation, how it was so scary. Who's buying the hype on all this shit? Like, am I the only cynical cunt walking around the place going, Babadook was one of the worst shit I've ever... Like, some of the most terrible shit. Like, if you haven't seen it, watch it. And message me. Tell me how fucking terrible it is. Because I've put it to a few people. They're going, I don't know, Tom. The reviews say it was pretty good. And I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty scary. No. Break it down. One of the worst put together pieces of shit of all time. God, I've gone off the fucking rails already. I was intending on being happy through this, people. I was intending having a good time through this, but turns out I'm a fucking lunatic. Where was I even going? Watchmen. Now that's a fucking bit of decent TV, I tell you. I know nothing about the comic book side of things. I know fucking nothing. But sweet, I know good writing when I see good writing. And fuck me, that is so many fucking good layers. So many fucking good layers tied in with it. Dark, twisted shit, but good fucking telly. Fuck, it's good. Oh my good Christ almighty. Again, I don't know what's going on. They've got dudes banging in it, which, kind of caught me for 6, I won't lie. You don't expect to see it, It was straight out of the fucking gate. Just cut to a new scene. There's a guy getting pumped by another dude. It's like, oh, hello. I wasn't ready for that. And for no consequence. There's no reasoning behind it, I don't think. But there probably is. I'm just too fucking stupid to know it. I don't know. But don't let that put you off or put you on, whichever fucking lights your candle. But it is. I'm like 7 episodes in. I'm like, I can't wait to get home from the panto tonight just to fucking watch the next episode. Yeah, fucking hell, good stuff. Speaking of telly, look at this Mr. Segway right now. But there was a program on the other night. It was repeated on RT. I think it's RT. And the premise was a really nice premise. Essentially, it's like a fashion show, right? And they're making clothes for people. They're these fashion students, but they're making clothes for people that aren't comfortable with their bodies, like, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, one lad, he was in he'd had scoliosis, but they straightened his spine, but his fucking ribs were still twisted, so the kid could have gone out and fucking, kind of going, the premise of this is great, but it's like, it's fucking, like, so many fucking things. It's like, come on, Jesus fucking Christ of fucking mighty, like, plan it out properly. Instead, it seems to be, the show for me seems to be more about the trio of, art/fashion students, and just, how can we make this more, American? Like, it's like they want to create a show based around these three. And like I said, it's like people, there's one girl, she was born without arms and stuff, and they made her now they made a good job of that. But, people who have, they find it hard to buy clothes because their bodies are just fucking twisted one way or another, or it's just not, it's not sitting right on them. But there was something, I don't know, the premise is a lovely fucking notion that you'd get these people sorted and make them feel special and all the rest. But the execution, for me, is these three, I'm just getting a cunty vibe off them. You know what I mean? There's this, oh my actual, dun dun dun, every moment for every time they say something to each other as they're in behind the curtain checking themselves out. Yeah, I don't know. Watch it. Fucking, there's something wrong. There's something off. Like, it's leaning hard into these three fuckos, who are trying to be uber fucking liberally sort of, it's like, gross. I just find there's something about them fucking three, the arty fucking, the fashion people. I don't know, there's something gross about it. Like, and there has to be a bullshit called bullshit too. There was this one woman showed up. She was a bodybuilder, I think, or powerlifter, and she was jacked. You know what I mean? She was fucking jacked. Big shoulders, big back, big fucking arms and her stuff. Big old neck on her. She was strong as shit. But she goes, she was invited, I think, to the Arnold Classic or something like that, but she had no good dress to wear, like, and I said, we'll fucking design you a dress. And the shit they were throwing at her, she was like, I'm not sure I'm into fucking see-through stuff and all the rest. And they were like, I will make this for you. It's going to be amazing. Dominating the moment. Not listening to the woman really at all. And then made this fucking dress that didn't sit, like, the Owen makes dresses. And I don't know much about dressmaking, but I know she'd fucking lose the rag if she had made that for somebody. She'd go, alright, I'm jacking this shit in. It did not sit on the woman well at all. Like, and the whole show is kind of back-patting these three. That's what it is. It's like slapping these three on the back for being fucking amazing. But you can tell they're absolutely trying to further their careers, which is fair enough. If that's what you're from the outset selling, we are the fucking ones who are going to look after everybody rather than, I don't know, there's a weird direction in this fucking show that doesn't sit well with me at all. While the premise is fucking lovely, it don't fucking sit right with me. Again, I was trying to fucking be nice on this podcast. I don't know what's wrong. I keep on running away with fucking horrible fucking giving outy moments. I've got fucking, I think it keeps on popping up. Jesus Christ, as soon as you start looking at one thing on YouTube, like, you'll get every version of it. And for some reason, I've gotten into sumo wrestling. I know, maybe it's my old age, I'm getting fatter or whatever. I remember thinking, hey, this fucking comedy or shit all goes to fucking hack. We have something in the bag. But some of these lads get up to nearly fucking 280 kilos. Imagine that, 280 kilos. For context, 50 kilos is 8 stone. Now, think about that. 8 stone and 50 kilos. Sweet and suffering Jesus. That is anything up to 45 stone. Huh? Fuck me. But then other weird sports start popping up, like the fucking slap fights. Have you seen these slap fight things? Or lads, you got to give a straight arm, and it's like at the table for fucking, not the table for fucking. That's any table, guys. No, the table, table for fucking arm wrestling, right? So it's up about elbow height, and these big fat lads. Again, I don't know why I'm obsessed with fat lad sports. I don't know what it is, but you can hang onto the table with one arm, and you got to give a straight arm, basically in one swing. And you can crack him. I don't know the full rules because it seems to be you're hitting something into the fucking ear, but like the amount of lads there seems to be crowded all around him, right? And there seems to be this one king of it. He's built like a fucking door frame, this bastard, right? And he seems to be knocking everybody else out. But they're just waiting behind him because he knocks people clean out with his fucking slap. So there's a gang of lads just waiting behind him, just going, yeah, when you fall unconscious from your fucking brain reverberating around the inside of your fucking head, we'll catch you. Don't worry about it. It's unfucking believable. I mean, you can only watch a couple of fucking hours of it. It was fucking... Why would you want to do that? I'll take a slap that's way worse than taking a punch. Because a punch is on the point, you see. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Fuck. Like, a big open... Like, some of those fucking lads' hands are like tennis rackets made out of meat. Meaty tennis rackets. That'll be the... That's the name of today's show. Meaty tennis rackets. Fucking Saltbait probably try and cook that fucker. He winds me up, that fucker. And I can't stop looking at him like... He's like fucking car crash television. And he is Instagram, you know what I mean? He's just he's up there with the Jenners of butchering, you know, just wank personified. Like, and as you know, he'll only put up videos when he's with customers who are super famous, fucking Arabs or footballers, you know, which is fair enough. It's his prerogative. But I just want to punch there's a Turkish fella I like. He makes giant fucking meals, and he's always smiling. But your man's, I don't know. I think I saw your man Saltbait. It was on it. Talks about me opening one in Dublin. Of course I'd go. Yes, I would go. Probably just to criticise it. I think he only sells beef. You ain't getting any pork ribs off that lad anyway. I think he may be the Muslim faith. I don't know. But I would go. I fucking would. I mean, at this stage the cunt's gotta know what he's doing, doesn't he? He's making a fucking fortune. DJ Khaled hanging out there. Fucking P. Diddy. Piddlies. Fuck, right, I better get back at this, lads. We're, it's nearly time to go back and put on my skirt. I'm not wearing a skirt, thankfully. It's one of the most easiest costumes of all time. This year it's just fire on a thing over my head. Although I will say, I don't know if anybody's been to the panto of Aladdin before. It's kind of pan-Asian. There's some of the decor tends to, like you don't know if you're in fucking Turkey or Baghdad, where the panto version is set in Peking, but there's definitely leanings towards being in fucking Baghdad. You know what I mean? Or fucking Morocco. You know, there's that kind of vibe to it. But there was there's always a couple of I like audience members. I tend to glaze over. I don't really see audience members, but there's the odd one like that'll pop out to you and go, "Oh, that fella's funny looking," or you know, he's really enjoying it or whatever. But the other night there was a fucking Chinese family, and I swear to fuck, the kids were loving it, but the parents were just, especially the outlet. Every time I went out on stage, I wanted to just focus in on him because the man was looking, going, "What the fuck is going on?" I really wanted to talk to him afterwards to see what his opinions were. I guess he'd been in Ireland a while. Or maybe it would be amazing if they were just on holiday and they went, "Let's get tickets to a show." And they go to see, you know, they've seen Aladdin. They're like, you know, the cartoon, it's all set in, you know, Arabia somewhere. And then they rock in and go, "So this is Peking. The panto version is in Peking. Yet we're kind of all white as fuck." And he's like, "What the fuck?" And of course, as I pointed out to all the members of the cast, they were like, as they went out, they went, "Oh, jeez, I can't stop looking at the content. He's fucking putting me off," which I absolutely love. I couldn't stop looking at him, but he wasn't putting me off. I was trying to ham it up as best I could. No, I did not fucking do my eyes like that. Before you ask, we weren't culturally appropriating. Although I think on a scale we probably were. But nobody else seemed pissed off by the thing. I was just, the man's confusion was fucking brilliant. What the fuck is going on? I'm doing his voice, but he's probably fucking lived in Limerick 30 years and he probably talks like that, like, "Oh, you're from Limerick?" Anyway, I need to get the fuck out of here and go back to work, everybody. Thank you very, very much for listening. Like I said, Hard Advice will be coming out next week. I'll have another part 2 of the Rachel O'Connell podcast will be out in the next few days as well. The first, it's dropping on the 1st. Hard Advice with Tom O'Mahony and Owen Colgan, everybody. If you want to pop over to the Patreon page as a little... See, this is what I do for my Patreons. I give you extra things early. Just saying. A lot of people with the fucking Patreon pages, they just go, here, give me money. You're getting that and extra. I'm not like that. I believe if you want to throw me an extra few bob, you got to give incentive to people. But some people are found out they don't want incentive. They just want to give towards the fucking show. Suits me fine. Suits me fucking fine. Defending the Caveman will be coming back. I need to update. I'll be back doing stand-up again. I'm booked in to do Galway in February. I'm booked in to do Cork for stand-up in February. I cannot remember where the fuck else I'm going to be doing stand-up, but I will get it. When I get this shit over with, when I get the panto over with, on the 6th, I will be sitting down and updating the fucking website, tomomahony.com, for all your stand-up dates and Defending the Caveman dates. I'll be getting them through in the next probably week to 10 days. They'll start dribbling them into me as the... Ugh, God, that sounds fucking terrible. They'll start dribbling them into me as the... Right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Merch shop, Tom O'Mahony, fucking Buckshot, T-Republic. So if you want to buy anything with my face on it, go for it. Right, I don't have the wherewithal to put my usual fucking jingle on the beginning or the end of this, but just take this kiss in a weird way to the side of your ear as you listen to this. And I'll talk to you again in a couple of days. Good luck!